Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesoo Channel. Just want to talk a little bit more about the guitar ladder system. I am excited about it because I've seen just tremendous results. I mean, really unbelievable results from private students as well as people through email. And it really works. I have so much hard work into this. I mean, really, this would be a great value at $1,000, but for $199, I'm practically giving it away. I'm just selling it dirt cheap so that I sell it, to be honest with you. And I've already put in, thousands and thousands of hours. I got the files at hightail.com. But what I want to talk about is following your hunches, because I believe, intuition is a very powerful thing. And learning to be positive, fear or faith is really powerful too. I really believe in that. And, it takes a little mental discipline to do that. But, if you have a hunch to get into the guitar system, do it. I get a lot of emails from people saying, well, I'm on the fence, and they're not really quite sure what they want to do. And my advice is follow your hunch, because your hunch is based on your intuition. And I've seen so many. I am very enthusiastic about the guitar ladder system because I've seen private students take such huge leaps. It's like it made me scratch my head and say, wow, what's going on here? But when you start resolving chords and learning new ways to put chords together, it just really helps wake up your musical mind. And so that's why I want to talk about follow your hunch, because I get emails from people saying, well, I'm kind of on the fence about the guitar ladder system. Well, if you're on the fence, you're obviously 50% there or more, right? You wouldn't be on the fence if you didn't have a hunch about it. So my advice is follow your hunch. I mean, you got a 3-year guarantee anyway. At the end of 3 years, if you don't agree, you got way more than $200 worth. You're going to get all your money back. I'm just having some fun with this strap. But basically, when you start resolving chords all up and down the neck, it just really wakes up your musical mind. It's incredible. And but I want to tell a quick story. Years and years ago, I'm 61 now, but years ago I had a hunch about a product idea. I just read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and this is a cycle number 1 in my book, by the way. I just read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and I had an idea. It was really funny. I kind of pictured this ergonomically designed guitar pick in my mind. And I had an idea, for a musical product. I didn't have a lot of money to invest. I didn't have a prototype. I didn't have anything. I just had the idea. And I kind of said to myself, at first I was like, well, there's no way I can do this. And then I said, no, I'm going to choose, fear or faith. I'm going to decide to be positive about it. This is a true story. Anyway, so I decided to be positive about the idea. And one night, this is so many years ago, before I even had 3 kids, before I got married. I was just a single guy. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and believe that it's possible for me to do something with this idea. And one night I was just sitting around my plate, and I had a hunch to go get a burrito. This is a true story. So I went and got a burrito at this place called Noggles in Long Beach. I don't think they're there anymore. And as I was eating the burrito, I got a hunch to go to a record store. This is way back when they sold records in stores, This was a long time ago. This might have been, 30 years ago, 35 years, I'm not sure, because I'm 61 now. Anyway, make a long story short, I went to get the record, and I took the record out of the sleeve to make sure it wasn't warped, and some guy was behind me. Oh, you're a real troublemaker. He was just kind of joking. But anyway, I was looking at the record. I had it on my finger to make sure it wasn't warped. And somehow, after I bought the record and I saw these people outside, we started talking a little bit, and I mentioned I was a guitar player, and I had a lot of passion for music and whatnot. And we started talking, and I mentioned this idea I had for a guitar pick. Just mentioned it to this guy, and we started talking. He expressed a little bit of interest. Long story short, he ended up investing a lot of money into it, and now it's marketed worldwide by the Dunlop company. One of the products is called Speed Pick, and one's called Zookies. It took us 7 years to get it to market. I did most of the work. But my point just being here is that when if I wouldn't have believed that it was possible, to market and to get this thing to market. If I just would have thought, oh, I don't have the money, there's no way I can do it, it never would have happened. My point just being, if you have a hunch about the guitar ladder system, you're already 50, 60, 70% there. Your intuition is a very, very powerful thing. Some people believe intuition is kind of tied into the infinite and tied into the all-knowing part of your unconscious mind or your subconscious or the superconscious, whatever you want to call it. If you have a hunch about something, it's usually because it's something which is very positive. Just like if you have a really, like if you walk into somebody's house and you got a real negative vibe or negative feeling, I shouldn't be here, maybe you should leave. It's the same kind of thing. Sometimes God or the universe speaks to you through your intuition, through your feelings. We're not taught this by school and everything, but my point just being, if you have a vibe, kind of a feeling, a hunch to be get involved in the guitar ladder system, you should do it. I mean, it's either fear or faith. It really is true. And you got a 3-year money-back guarantee. If you don't agree that you got a ton more than $200 worth of it after 3 years, you get your money back. But seriously, the guitar ladder would be a great value. Would be a great value at $1,000, but I've got it priced really, really low so that I will sell them. And I've had a lot of people buy it now, and I'm just telling you guys straight up, I know I can be a little pushy, but that's because I've seen such massive results. I'm not one to not, if I see something works, I want people to get involved. And I'm just telling you straight up, as one artist to another, the guitar ladder system is really, really powerful, because I studied with Joe Pass when I was young. I'm 61 now. Studied with Joe Pass when I was 21. I studied with Horace Hatchett. Horace Hatchett taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts went on to form the GIT, which is now Musicians Institute in Hollywood, California, one of the largest and most successful guitar and just overall music schools in the world. They're on national TV. So I'm just saying here, it really comes down to, being positive. I mean, if you have a hunch on the guitar ladder system, go for it. Go ahead and order it. You're really going to be happy you did, because you're going to, being on the fence, especially with your guitar playing and music and the guitar ladder system, is not getting you anywhere. The time that you're sitting around thinking, oh, I'm on the fence, I'm not sure. You could be spending 45 minutes a day on the material and start that growth. And eventually, like I said, I've had a lot of people email me that said, yeah, I was a little skeptical, but I went ahead and went for it. And now I can see how powerful it really is. And these letters come into me every day. So I'm just saying, I mean, if I never would have went with my hunch on the speed pick, it wouldn't be marketed today by Dunlap Guitar Accessory Company. My name's even on the packaging. Invented, it says designed by Steve Zook. You can Google speed pick and Zookies. Zookies is Zookies. I had nothing when I started that project, but my intuition and my hunch said maybe there's a way this could happen. Did it take a lot of hard work? Yeah. Did it take a lot of time? Yeah. It took 7 years because I was involved with manufacturing, injection molding, whatever. The guitar ladder system is not going to take you 7 years. The guitar ladder system doesn't involve injection molding and manufacturing the plastic product. I'm telling you, I've worked so hard to make this work, and it's just really, I've had friends that are really, really good musicians, great songwriters, great in the studio, great at arranging, great at composing. I've had them go through the system, and they've said, man, Steve, you really got something here. You can take that to the bank. So I'm just saying, if you're on the fence about the guitar ladder system, the fence is getting you nowhere. That's just being, for lack of a better word, just being kind of negative about it. It works, folks. I'm an artist. Go to stevezookguitars.com, click the guitar ladder page, listen to some of my original compositions, or if you want, email me at stevezook7@yahoo.com. I'll send you some songs. The proof is in the pudding. My compositional skills are pretty broad. I go from doing like a Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson type lead solo to doing a solo guitar piece like, Michael Hedges or, Pierre Ben-Susan. I do some kind of John McLaughlin stuff. I do some new age piano. That's really the proof of the pudding. So all I'm trying to say here is if you have a hunch on the guitar ladder system, get off the fence, because the fence is not getting you anywhere. Get off the fence, order the system, invest the $199. You can order it at stevezookguitars.com, and let's get to work on this. Let's get started. It really works, folks. You just bring a little positive faith to the table. I've got, my God, I'm 61 now. I've been researching this since I was probably, 20, so about 30, 40, 50. I got 40 years into this. This is my life's work. And it's all my own original material. But if you order right now, you're going to get an extra 2 free years, so a 6-year membership. You're going to get some bonus material, the Horace Hatchet files. And yes, I do divvy it out one lesson at a time, because if I gave this to you all at once, it would be overwhelming and you probably wouldn't get the result. Your brain would just like wouldn't be sure what to do and where to start, and it would be counterproductive. So it's very important that I do divvy it out. It's not that big of a deal. Just let go of the control a little bit. Don't worry about it. Let me divvy it out to you. It works, folks. It really works. Like I said, it's my life's work, and I think you'll be stoked. And it's that chordal work which is going to give you that chordal work. That chordal work is just going to be huge for you. It's just when you do chordal work, it just really wakes up the mind. And all my different cycles, I mean, there's lots of them. You just keep learning, ways to put chords together, and your brain just kind of goes, oh, I see how this connects. But anyway, seriously, folks, if you're looking at the Guitar Ladder system and you have a little hunch that this might work for you, get off the fence. The fence is not doing anything for you. We're not talking $1,000 or, and seriously, it's probably more than $4,000 of material here, because I charge $100 a lesson. All I'm trying to say is, if you're on the fence, get off the fence. It's not getting you anywhere. Put the 45 minutes, hour a day into the Guitar Ladder system. You're going to see the results. It's not going to happen in a week. Some people say they start kind of seeing the effects in a couple of months, 3 months, month and a half. It just depends on you. But the bottom line is, what you practice on every day is going to have a huge effect on how far you're going to go. And if you really love guitar and you really love music, and I'm not kidding, and you want to discover how far you can take it, get off the fence, get on the Guitar Ladder system. Let's get to work. It's either you're going to be positive about it or negative. If you're on the fence, it's because and I understand that you're being a little negative about it. You're like, well, I don't know, like, be positive about it. Like I said, go to steveszookguitars.com. Go to the Guitar Ladder tab, listen to some of my original music. If you want, email me, stevezook7@yahoo.com. But this works, folks. I mean, I cannot sell anything if I don't really believe in it, and I have worked my butt off to put this program together. So all I'm saying is that, being on the fence gets you nowhere. Go ahead and take a positive leap of faith, bring a little trust to the table. I'll do the rest. This works, folks. Your guitar playing's begging you to do it. Go for it. If you have a hunch, the hunch is your intuition. The hunch is your subconscious mind saying, hey, we can make some great progress here, okay? So listen to your hunches. If I wouldn't have listened to my hunch on the speed pick and the Zookies, I never would have got that developed. And now it's marketed worldwide by Dunlap Manufacturing. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's been many things in life that I've had hunches on. So, following your hunches is really important, because there's, you're getting the hunch for a reason. Like there's, if you ever watch Wayne Dyer and people like that, they talk about these little whispers in your mind. Like, listen to him. There's a great book called Real Magic by Wayne Dyer. He talks about that. These little whispers in your mind are there for a reason. It's like the universe trying to, listen to the universe. Or the universe, or your own subconscious mind, or whatever you want to call it, is trying to get you to move into a positive place. Like I said, I think the reverse example is great. Like if you like say you walked into somebody's house and you just got a really bad vibe and something didn't feel right, and then you say, I think I'll leave, and then later you find out maybe something terrible happened there that night or something, you're really glad you left. It's kind of the same thing, when you have a hunch about something, listen to it. And the hunch about getting the Guitar Ladder system is because it works. There's part of your subconscious mind or your unconscious or your intuition that is kind of sensing that this is a positive thing. And it is. It really works. So I don't know what else to say except for, go for it. Stop thinking about it. Just order it, and follow your hunch. Get off the fence. The fence is not doing anything for your guitar playing. Get off the fence. Bring a little positive faith to the table. Order the Guitar Ladder system at steveszookguitars.com. Let's get to work. You're gonna be really surprised. Like I said, I can't guarantee when the results happen, but it really is true. Everybody says the same thing. At some point, it's like, you'll just be noodling on your guitar and you'll start playing something you've never played in your life, And most of the people that order the Guitar Ladder system are already playing some really cool stuff. I get that. But it's about growth. It's about moving beyond. It's about moving forward. It's about getting unstuck. So if you'd like to, and really it's about waking up the composer within. So feel free to email me, stevezook7@yahoo.com. I'll send you some of my tunes. You can also go to soundcloud.com and put in Steve Zook, or you can go to my stevezookguitars.com page. and hit Guitar Ladder tab. Listen to my original compositions. My original CDs reviewed, by the way, at Guitar Player Magazine. I don't mean to brag, but there's not that many people that get their CDs reviewed there. Most of the CDs reviewed at Vintage Guitar Magazine, vintageguitar.com, or Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Steely Dan, Eric Johnson, really major established artists. I'm obviously not that well known, but they thought enough of my CD to put it on vintageguitar.com. And in the review, Stephen Stone called me a prodigious composer and player. I really appreciate that. I give God most of the credit. I'm not real into organized religion, but I respect people that are, but I don't want to get into that rap. But I just believe in being a good person, and I believe in positive faith, and I believe in tithing. I help people all over the world to eat and get medical care, and I believe in trying to focus on positive things, but I don't want to get into big metaphysical rap. But anyway, get off the fence. It's not doing anything for you. Order the Guitar Ladder system. It will do a lot for you. It's all about being positive about it. If you have a hunch about the Guitar Ladder system, it's because part of your being knows it's going to be good for you. It's that simple. So my suggestion, just order it. You're going to love it. And when your brain starts kind of tingling and you're starting to see how music comes together, you're really going to be happy. And I don't blame you for being a little skeptical, but folks, this works. I've seen so many positive results. It's not BS. All right, take care.